All right, so Easy Karma Combo Control. This is a deck that we have played a number of times before the 1.6 patch. That was the last balance patch, but we haven't played it since. One of the big changes that happened in 1.6 was Will of Iona got boosted up to 5 mana, which I do think was a good change, but this does mean this isn't an easy 3 of to tempo people with anymore. We're just playing 2 of them here today in this list. The core of the deck, for people that aren't familiar with this archetype, revolves around Ezreal here, one of our champions. So Ezreal levels up when you've targeted opposing enemy units 8+ times. His leveled mode, whenever you cast a spell, deals 2 damage directly to the enemy nexus, and both of his levels, whenever they nexus strike, they create you a fleeting Mystic Shot in hand, which allows you to both control the board and allows him to be a little bit self-enabling, because he generates things that let you target enemies to level himself up. The other card that we have here in our champion is Karma, who levels up when you hit Enlightened status, which means when you hit 10 total maximum mana, and her leveled mode, cast all of your spells a second time when you play them. So one of the things that's powerful about her with Ezreal is the goal of this deck is to get both of your leveled champions into play at the same time, and then every spell that you play triggers Ezreal twice because Karma recasts those spells. So when we have both these out in conjunction with things like Mystic Shots and Get Excited, we can frequently burn our opponents out from high life totals. The rest of the deck is various controlling tools such as Thermo Beam, Eyes of the Dragon, Claws of the Dragon, things like Steel Tempest and Concussive Palm to keep ourselves alive. Someone asked about this deck list. This has some changes from the variation that's posted on Mobalytics. I've played this archetype a bit in the past, unlike War Mother's controls, so I made some swaps out based on my judgment and experience with the archetype and things that are going on in the format. If you have questions about specifics or a card you wouldn't play, please explain why. I'd be happy to talk about it. You can find the exact deck list on the overlay on the stream, or you can type !RTDecks in chat and find that on my Mobalytics page. Yeah, I think Steel Tempest being reduced down to 2 mana makes it a lot more playable. Ezreal is definitely kind of a jerk. Opponent is playing Twisted Fate Fizz. Man, Fizz is like really good against our deck. He is a champion who protects himself whenever you cast a spell. I think Ezreal and Jury Rig are both good at potentially getting under him. I don't want Karma in my opener. Concussive Palm is slow against Fizz. Oh, thank you. I felt like I was missing something while I was doing my stuff. Turns out it was the stream title.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists. We each hold a world within.
But is Gangplank and Sejuani at the same level up conditions? I imagine we'll have more and more similar level up conditions for champions as the game matures. Or just like only so many different things you can do. If you deny a spell, Fizz doesn't get his thing, correct? So here's a question, again talking about priority and mana. I don't think I really want to Mystic Shot this anyways, and they passed the turn without playing anything, and I definitely think I'm the control deck in this matchup, so I think I'm actually going to end the round rather than poking them with my Ezreal here, because ending the round burns their mana off here. They only get to bank 1 of it. I think there's some major value in that.
Never lost a fair game, or played one.
Gave him a barrier to keep him alive, yep.
Blue as the Serpentine.
Afternoon, L dude.
Lady Luck is smiling.
I'm gonna go ahead and let these bump off of each other, because then I can kill this with Mystic Shot next turn. I mean, healthier than when Teferi was legal is like a bar that we can barely crawl over. Today's deck specifically, we're good. We've had more good Magic sets than bad since they made their most recent updates. I feel like is an appropriate measurement. There's been more good than bad. Oh, weird. Sorry, Twitch bugged. Thank you. Twitch has a bug where it changes the category displayed. Yeah, Twitch is a little buggy. Alright, I think I'm just passing here, am I? I guess if I Thermo Beam this, it puts these two into play, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. No, I just updated it. You're right. I was definitely in the Magic category.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak. What is gained when we return malevolence?
This attack is great for us. It gives us both 2 life, and again, I think both of us gaining life favors me. So I think as this game goes long, I am more likely to win.
Keep up, keep up.
The Enigmatic deck's gonna be the Magic deck of the day, Wargy. I'm gonna be adding that one to the website after today's set. Just gonna do this to get my Ezreal leveled, I think. Sure, so they're just warning shotting me there, so that way they can make an Eye of the Dragon thing next turn.
Breathe in, breathe out. Within my grasp.
We could be getting Shark next turn, that is true.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists. Imagination is not.
I think I'm gonna play this out just to have more targets for them to have to Shark.
For planning. What is gained when we return malevolence?
So they have 7 mana total here. I think I'm just passing. I think we start with Concussive Palm here. If they have a burst spell, I suppose that gets us, but otherwise we can deny a non-burst spell. I don't think I want to block any of these. And then if they have another spell here like this. So this is all gonna happen. And then I'm gonna get to Thermo Beam Fizz post-combat. They could have Warning Shot, you're not wrong, but it's definitely right to make them have it here.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Correct, Panda Ninja. The deck was not good. I think we're just playing Karma here and hoping she generates something that can target to level Ezreal, or that we draw something that does that next turn.
Who says I don't share?
Where there is life, there is hope.
It's not terrible.
Heart and mind
Doesn't target like we wanted though. Now that targets.
All or nothing.
It is time.
So
Spring does
we
not
go this here, this here. And then we can go Will here, Mystic Shot here. So we're gonna go to 8, and Ezreal's gonna level. Assuming they don't have a removal spell for it. The fact that Karma's double casting these here is relevant in case they have a deny. Okay, Deep Meditation's really good for us here. It means they don't have a shark. Meditation draws with Twisted Fate. It's
Take
like,
time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
Charge! They don't know what they're up against.
Stacking the odds.
okay, so this is going to 7 next turn. We're gonna draw 4 with the pick card. Need a burn spell here.
When you return malevolence.
Best draw on the deck. Actual factual best draw on the deck.
Going undercover.
And this gives an ally elusive too. Oh, always like when we get to do the thing in the first game. You know, not bad.
We knew it would be so.
That's why you want to get both your champions leveled into play at the same time, chat. That is why you want to get both your champions to play at the same time. We've got a nice LP here. Swain, Twisted Fate. Steel Tempest is probably good here. I don't think I want Karma in my opener. You tried Drink Straven, discard aggro already. No, I don't think we played those two champions together.
We each hold a world within.
I'm gonna go ahead and block here. This means this dies to the deal 2 burn spell, but that's fine. So, a lot of people don't like playing out Ezreal aggressively in this archetype. I think a lot of the time it's fine early in the game. You generally speaking aren't winning until you go much later with this deck anyways, so the odds of you finding another Ezreal tend to be high as the games go along. Like, there's obviously a good chance my opponent can kill this one before it levels up. We're at 0 of 8 still, but I think this is going to get to interact with their board a little bit, and it'll help level up my next one most likely, which is great.
I need more ants!
Charge!
Yeah, I think that's a good way to approach it. Steel Dingleberries.
Ready yourself.
No, Make It Rain there is great for us. Ezreal's up to 3. We'll get to start on attacks with this next turn, and then Mystic Shot this if they don't kill him.
I don't miss. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
You find yourself playing against the same people in Masters. Sometimes we had a repeat, yeah. I think yesterday we had a repeat, if I recall correctly.
Firing.
Yeah, the third point of HP is huge. Big agree.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
It's part of the reason why their kegs are so good. Is there a tentative time in which you might resume variety segments of it all? I'm definitely gonna go back to doing variety segments again, likely after the Hoaglandia Open on the 16th is my plan. The variety segments actually had a lot more support than I was expecting them to have when I did my sub poll recently.
I'll buy us some time.
Your attack is obvious.
I'm just using my mana here because it gets my 3-2 into play.
You insist on fighting when you could step aside.
You cannot tell the wind to change direction. claws.
Where there is life,
I have 2 of these. I'm just gonna play one out here. They usually have a hardish time dealing with 3 toughness. They could have like a, if they have like a stun spider, they have a barrel. That's gonna be bad for us.
Within my grasp.
Probably gonna have another DL2 here that scales up to kill karma. Yeah, Death Sand. That's the punish. They could have also had the stun spider plus a ravenous block there to punish the karma. I didn't really have other good plays for the turn though, was the issue.
You lack subtlety.
Bring down to 8 here. Could get Leviathan this turn.
Ionians through me.
Is this the spider plus ravenous block we talked about? Yeah, I just had both of them. All right, this third karma, chat. I can feel it. The third karma is gonna be the one. Huh.
The few for the many.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Order, sir! Bring forth our army.
Yep.
Peace begins within.
Artillery barrage! Such little lies. Battle station!
So close, chat. So close. So far away. Yeah, maybe the first turn I played the karma out and got her killed, we were just supposed to play the deep meditation to try and draw burn spells to deal with all their 2/2s on board. I definitely would have ended us up in a better spot than playing karma and having her get killed. The fact that they had answers for both the first and second karma was a big deal. Ezreal, Twisted Fate. Keep the beam for sure. Gonna mulligan for some other actual removal. Sure. It's a good pickup.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Weird, my internet just had a hiccup. Weird. My internet had a hiccup and the game client reconnected. It didn't disconnect on me. That's strange.
All hands on deck!
That's a really good hit.
Time for a true display of skill.
Like I said, I usually like playing the first Ezreal out aggressively.
I don't miss.
I don't have enough to Mystic Shot here, obviously, but I do have enough to Thermo Beam, which is great. Sure. No!
I'll blow up to pieces!
gonna go ahead and stun this to use my mana for the turn. We'll bank 3 spell mana, which means next turn we'll have 3 plus 6 is 9. And 9 mana means I'll be able to Ezreal plus play his Mystic Shot plus deny a piece of removal. Yeah, I agree, Disoriental. I'm glad that Arena is back to being a playable card game, but having experienced Runeterra, I kind of feel like I have a new love.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Like Magic's not bad per se. It's just, you know, it's not Runeterra. Do I just kill? I think I have to kill both their champions here, right?
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Stop heckling me, Ezreal. I don't need your sass. In a way, I feel like I should almost thank Wizards for having made their format a dumpster fire. Because, like, if Wizards formats hadn't been a dumpster fire, I never would have tried Runeterra.
Watch and learn. Can't stop me.
Oh, I messed up here. I should have get excited their Ezreal, and then I could have hit them with our Ezreal and Mystic Shotted their Twisted Fate. It's actually a pretty big mistake.
I'm always up for a round or two.
It's a pretty big mistake. And I have a Thermo Beam here. Health potion works on your units, chat. It's not just your Nexus. I suggest to get into this game. The Mobalytics website is a fantastic resource.
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
Swimstream, and Mogwai are two of the bigger content creators, as well as Bruised by God, all very reasonable Twitch streamers. I believe they all do some YouTube stuff as well. I don't think any of them put all their stuff on YouTube like I do, but definitely do some YouTube stuff. It's only at 3 out of 8. I think I'm killing Shark.
I thought you'd never ask.
Double back for the next kill!
Obstacle? Meat gauntlet. Firing.
If you like super greedy decks, BBG is the creator for you. He does build a lot of control type stuff, doesn't he?
Safety will cost you. Where there is
I
life,
think I'm on the hope they have nothing plan here. Because I just, like, can't beat a Stiff Breeze, and I, like, need a spell from Karma to be in the game. Sure. So that is my Will of Iona. Formerly my Will of Iona.
begins within. We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
They don't know what they're up against.
Yeah, they got their shark levels their Ezreal so quickly. So their Ezreal is leveled, so their warning shot kills us.
Unlucky.
All right. The deep, eh? I think we mulligan looking for Ezreal in this matchup. I think early Ezreal tends to be very useful because it lets us get down and pressure them. They often have a hard time killing if they don't have exactly grasp. See, and gets Ezreal leveling fairly quickly. Take one here from the red treasures.
We each hold a world within. I am prepared.
I'm fine if they want to bounce off of this here. Why don't you run Chumpwumps? Why should I play Chumpwumps? What problem does my deck have that's solved by playing that card? What would you replace and why would you replace it? I think you meant to play the card rec command, but close enough. Open on attacks here. I think if I play this out, there's a good chance they play a blocker. That means I won't be able to get in my attacks. Man, that was a loud animation. Replace Karma, because Karma costs a bunch of
Fight with
mana.
my spirit, not my fists.
So, unlike in the aggressive matchups, these Eye of the Dragons are generally going to be more aggressive tools for us here against the opponent's archetype. So, looking to beat down. So I think we're just going to go ahead and... You generally speaking want to save your Will of Ionas for their copies of Nautilus. So I'm going to go ahead and just kill this. We get to put this into play from the jury rig. This is going to come into play when we cast 2 spells. And then we'll have an open attacks for 10 next turn, which is nice. 2 points of burn in my hand still.
What is gained when you return malevolence? I am prepared.
If they have a whale here, they can gain 7 with it, basically. Make it rain. Which hits. I don't feel like my deck has a hard time winning the game with Ezreal when I level Ezreal. So I feel like playing a card that's kind of mediocre to like make my Ezreals better when they're already good isn't a place I really want to be in this deck.
Blink or you miss me.
They're okay. They're okay with Rummage. You're correct about that, but I'm also like not playing 3 Rummage. Yeah, I agree that Concussive Palm is generally the better card. You want cards that can stall the board for you. Ezreal is only 4 of 8 so far. I think I just want to generate 2 spells again this turn. So I'm going to pass, and we're probably going to Will plus Mystic Shot and then open attacks. That's scary. Yeah, treasures they played earlier, Lure of the Depths. Making these cheaper is real good.
Firing!
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
So we're out of gas here, but we have a decent open attacks.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Deep Meditation is a fantastic draw to put some gas back in the tank.
Watch and learn.
Oh, right, they can block Ezreal. I think I'm okay with that. I definitely should have Deep Meditation pre-combat, but that being said, my line ends up being the same there, so no harm, no foul. We played the Treasure Hunt Zombie Infestation deck. I think that's the bad Treasure Hunt deck, Jace the Man Sculptor. We've played Zenith Flare Treasure Hunt. I think that deck's actually pretty reasonable. It's up on the website, and it's in the deck queue waiting to be played again. Ezreal only gets points towards leveling when you target their units. So Mystic Shotting their face does not level him. So you just want to draw a spell next turn.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Damn it, Bobby. You had one job, draw step. We could die this turn. Do I cast this as a shock? I think the answer is no. Because they're going to gain 3 here. He would be an absurd aggro card. If you're level spending the Nexus. Yeah. This game's gonna slip away real quick. We're currently experiencing this game because I said to someone in chat that we don't have a problem winning once we level Ezreal, right? That's why we deserve this.
We each hold a world within.
Okay. You know, maybe I'm supposed to hold her. So that way if we draw Rummage, we can rummage through her. I could see that. Hello, youngest son. Help you spell what? You want to watch Fortnite? Ask mommy to write it down. You want me to write it down for you? That one says Fortnite right there. This one? Or these two?
Yeah, these.
Those are T's.
They're
Look at my keyboard. It's right there. See it right there? It's above the G. It's in between the R and the Y.
I thought you'd never ask.
No,
It's a real shame we don't have another Mystic Shot here to like hit this and then get another Mystic Shot out of our deck. So they're deep. And we need like a draw two. Okay. We're dead, right? Because they're all fearsome. Yeah, best spell is the burst spell. That's your stuff. Even then would have been a tough sell, right? We would have needed like that into like rummage into like a string of stuff. Man, rough go of it today with this one. Better than War Mother's Control to set a low bar, but still not great. I've had mixed results with the They Who Endure archetype. A lot of other creators and players list it highly on all of their archetype breakdown, but my experience with it has been underwhelming. I think it's notably very bad against Ashtajani because of all the frostbiting that they do, but maybe it's good in other places. Speaking of They Who Endure, we said it's mediocre. Watch them dumpster us. Watch me have the perfect curve. Well, Omen Hawk on 1. Omen Hawk on 1 is definitely the start of the perfect curve.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
The spirit gives to those who listen. Anyone have luck buying child side masks? Ping my wife on Discord, D20 Bandit. We definitely have some that have worked well for us. I don't know where she got them from, but we definitely have them. We just get excited that, right? Oh, you know what, Bitter Blight? It was Target. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got the ones we have from Target. Fairly confident now that you said that ours are from Target. Peace split. Stay safe out there. So you get to bank a couple of mana here. Going up to 6 total. Get to get Ezreal down. Ezreal lets the Mystic Shot this.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
So Static Shock kills these two. Mystic Shot kills this. They were in the school supplies section last time I was there. America. I mean, that's technically correct. It is a... Yep. Fury's a beating here. Wow, and Glimpse. Woof. You mean I'm supposed to have jump blocked this?
Firing.
Well...
Breathe in, breathe out.
Watch and learn.
I think I'm denying this.
Nailed it.
This will give me a Dragonling next turn, which is nice.
Charge.
So they're playing this out to guarantee the Kalista level here.
What is gained when we return malevolence?
That's a great pickup.
Your lesson begins.
Kalista has Fearsome. The person that suggested trading with her.
Hold the world within.
Okay, we're gonna get to Mystic Shot to kill this, and then these are gonna generate 2 Dragonlings next turn, and then Ezreal's only 1 off of leveling up. Punished for my sequencing here. Take an extra point I didn't have to take. Man, that's brutal. Ezreal's not gonna level next turn now. Oh gosh, and I don't get these technically. I think I have to do this so I can get these next turn. Like, not happy about it, but... Yeah, Glimpse blanking. The fact that Glimpse technically blanks you casting the spell is so huge.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
I think I do this.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
This gives me Dragonlings next turn too, which is a big deal. Looking to fade They Who Endure, obviously.
What is gained when we return malevolence?
Alright, they can have They Who Endure now. This is a big draw. Really tight game. Is it too aggressive to stun this? Do I need to keep this? Do I need to keep this to beat a They Who Endure? Yeah, I'm gonna block. You're right, they could have Fury.
Charge.
You tried Chempunk Pickpocket in this list? Nah, I think it's really bad. That card basically never connects. It's a 3-2 for 2, which is god-awful. I love both Jury Rig and Health Potion. Well,
Watch and learn.
oh no, they drew Atrocity for the turn. Where's it close? Yeah, where's a Will of Iona when you need one, huh?
Oh, really?
Ugh. Man, it is not our afternoon for Runeterra, huh? It's been a rough one, chap. Try one or two more, see if we can scrape it out. Definitely feel like we got pretty unfortunate there, huh? Like, I feel like we had the tools to beat their Endure. We couldn't beat the Atrocity. Though at the end, needed a Deny or a Will of Iona. Just unable to get there. This is every game I've played against Dehund. All right, look at that rematch. Let's do it. I don't know if this is the same person, but it's the same matchup, so. I think we're keeping Eye of the Dragon. This card's very absurd here. It's a big part of why we were in that last game as long as we were. Can you fall out of Masters? No. Deny's a little awkward here. We want like a Deny in the late game to like stop Atrocities like we saw in that last one. But getting multiple early really doesn't feel good. I might just bank mana here, yeah, because we're burning 2. Static Shock's not a terrible pickup. How does this work? What if I get excited this and then Static Shock these two? I just get savaged by... I get savaged by the sack spell thing. Well, I mean, put them both on the stack at the same time. Is my... I could like put this up here and put this on top of it. So like this resolves first. Okay, so now I could do this and they'll all die and they'll have a 4/3. I could also just deny this. If I deny this, I get my Claws of the Dragon into play, which is appealing. Because both of my spells resolve then. Well, none of our sequences were going to work out well against 2 of those. That's super unfortunate. And now, I didn't, because my spell's target was removed, it's not considered cast, so Eye of the Dragon doesn't make me a thing next turn. It's a hard knock life, chat. The person that was saying they who endure wasn't good for them. Were you drawing like this? And did you consider drawing like this? At any point during your play session? I drew a lease and then had 5 spiders. Yep. Gosh, I don't even know what we're supposed to do here. It might be right to just like static shock plus jury rig to get claws plus this trigger for next turn. I think is the play. It's like not exciting, but it keeps us alive. I don't know that we strictly lose to They Who Endure Later. Things like Concussive Palm go a long way. Of course you can move the Mobalytics thing. It's good software.
Clear your head. Let your instincts speak.
Have you know, I once mulliganed 2 Riptide Rex to look for Ender Action and drew 2 Leviathan. Well, you see, maybe you shouldn't have put so many 8-drops in your deck. Did you consider fewer 8-drops?
Spring does not pity winter.
I think best of 3 in sideboards would be a good fit in this game. I think you could do best of 3 in sideboards, but I don't really know that you gain a lot of value from adding them. I think games like, I think Magic's a game that really benefits from best of 3 in sideboards because Magic's a game that has an incredible number of non-games, generally speaking. But Runeterra does, like, even this game's a good example, right? Like, my opponent's draw this game was just absurd, right? But we're still playing a real game. Like, if best of 3 was a game mode in Runeterra, I don't know that I would always play best of 3 like I always play best of 3 with Magic. Like, I don't think Magic's an enjoyable game as best of 1. I really enjoy Runeterra as a best of 1. There's a ton of player agency, there's a ton of good decision making. The fact that you see the champions and get to make informed mulliganing decisions game 1 in Runeterra is huge.
Your attack is obvious.
Okay, this is putting Ezreal to 6 of 8. That's going to give us a Dragon Link next turn. So, one of the things that always comes up when people talk about sideboarding is, I don't think just because a lot of people who play Magic, when you think about sideboarding, they think about cards like Stony Silence and Rest in Peace and crap like that. And like, just because sideboards are a thing that exists doesn't mean you have to do sideboards in a way that creates cards that are unhealthy for the game. Like, I think cards like those ones I just named tend to not be, they don't create good games of Magic. cards that just like lock one person out from playing, just they suck.
You insist on fighting when you could step aside.
You cannot tell the wind to change direction.
Official Wizards of the Coast accounts basically never respond to my tweets. Yep. Yeah, I think we can custom palm now for the extra blocker.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Sometimes, if I ask a question that's relevant enough, other people will also ask that question, and then the Wizards account will respond to somebody else asking the same question. Don't you think our deck is absolutely stunning, chat?
Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Can't stop me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Gosh, we've gotten so close to stabilizing. Yeah, like, our draws have been pretty unfortunate. Like, we haven't had a Karma in 16 cards. They've had 2 They Who Endure and 18 cards.
Experience and instinct is no substitute for planning.
So if we draw a stun or a bounce, we can be in this game. Hold, please.
You act, but do not see.
Technically not dead. Best kind of dead. Yep. I'm not dead yet. So this card's 100% atrocity, right? Never not. This card right here is atrocity.
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
Are they dead? This is 4, 8. They're dead, right? What a sick game. Oh, well, now they're definitely dead.
Heart and mind as one. Ionia speaks through me.
This is a clutch game. This was the game where they had the super aggressive draw, right? No, they're dead. This does 8 and this does 4. So the karma there means they're just dead. This is an atrocity. If this is atrocity, we kill them in response. And now I can initiate with this, and if they atrocity me in response, we kill them in response. I hope this is atrocity. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Woo! Baby! You love to see it, chat! You love to see it! Alright. Alright, never not atrocity, right? Easy, like his name.
As it was meant to be.
As it was meant to be, chat. As it was meant to be. You know what? I like to end. I was thinking about playing one more, but we go for about an hour with this one, and we did a short second deck before it. I don't feel like I can end on a higher note than that. I feel like we've peaked. I don't know that I can. I feel like any other game I would play after this would purely be disappointment. that last game was like really excellent, right? Opponent pulled the gun a tad too soon. They could have won. No, they couldn't, JPaz. Nope. As soon as I drew Karma, they could no longer win. Because if I played the Karma and they just waited, I would get to kill them. Because if they do it when I attack, I kill them in response because Karma's in play. And then because they didn't do it in response, I got to use the Mystic Shot from Ezreal to start the chain. If they waited until after your double Mystic Shot, could they have done it? No, because they would have been at 3. The burst spell would have killed them. Because the double Mystic Shot with Ezreal and Karma out does 8. It does 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, so the Atrocity would have been lethal if I hadn't drawn Karma. I wouldn't have been able to beat the Atrocity at the end there without Karma. But we found her and we did it. Rummage was super mediocre in this set today. I feel like I would probably turn this into something else. I could be biased after playing that last game, but like my gut says I would like a third Steel Tempest. I don't know. I don't think this deck is like A or S tier by any means, but I think it's definitely can win some good games with it, and it's a lot of fun. You know, speaking of keeping Ezreal alive, honestly, I really like Health Potion. Other people were telling me to cut this card. I could see playing another Health Potion too. Like, yeah, Rummage is really good with leveled Karma. And like, perhaps we should keep 2 of them because we did have an exceptionally bad run in the last hour with how often we actually hit Karma and got her leveled. Like, we definitely didn't accomplish that nearly as much as we normally do. Twin Disciples could be a card we're into. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Twin Disciples. I could see that. If you wanted a cheeky card, this helps protect, helps Karma and Ezreal both survive. I could see this being reasonable. Lets you occasionally beat people down too with Ezreal. I could see that. All right, at any rate, thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Arena into Runeterra. Been doing this every single day here. If you're a new viewer, it comes out from the Runeterra section. Thanks for dropping by. I post a 1 to 2 Runeterra deck videos every single day. We play them live here in the afternoon, and then go up on my YouTube channel and my website later on. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Friday wherever you're out in the world, and stay safe out there. Peace, folks.